welcome back to my channel, Wing It with Jade. Today I'm joined by my sister.
Hi.
This is Amethyst and she's 12, and we will be baking some extra chocolatey fudgy brownies and bring you along for the ride.
Yeah.
Let's just get to it.
First things first, as you'll probably expect, you'll need some ingredients. I'll list them all down below in the description. Enjoy Amethyst's laughing face here. Oh, what's that? So you'll need some butter, dark chocolate, plain flour, cocoa powder, white chocolate, milk chocolate, 3 large eggs. I use medium, I don't really think it matters, and some golden caster sugar. Here you can see me painfully measuring out the butter. I never quite can get the measurement right first time round. Oh, there I am. So you can see I got it to 186, which is 1 gram off what I needed. So you'll need to chop that into cubes into a medium bowl, and then you're going to break 185 grams of dark chocolate into small pieces, or squares like they come, and drop that into the same bowl. Next, you're going to fill a small saucepan, about 1/4 full, with hot water from the kettle, and then sit your medium bowl with the chocolate and butter on top, and just heat that gently. I did put it on 9 because I'm impatient, but it's fine, I didn't burn it. So you're just going to keep stirring that, and over time it's going to turn into a lovely silky chocolatey texture, like something out of a Lindor advert. Then carefully remove the bowl from the pot and either put it in the fridge or leave it out at room temperature to cool. At this point you want to preheat your oven. I have a fan oven, so I'm putting it at 160 degrees, but if you don't, 180 degrees would be fine. Now, using a sieve, you're going to want to measure out 85 grams of plain flour and 40 grams of cocoa powder and sieve together. You'll see at this moment my panicked expression as I realise I'd run out of cocoa powder. Oh, there it is. But luckily I found some more lurking in the cupboards, so it's all good. Now it's time to measure out 50 grams of white chocolate and 50 grams of milk chocolate, and you're going to chop these into chunks. The size of the chunks is completely up to you and how big chocolate chunks you would like inside your brownies. I tend to do them kind of small, but I'm not really following any strict sort of measuring guidance. It's nice to have some big ones and some small ones inside for a bit of a surprise. Now it's time to crack your 3 eggs into a bowl and tip in 275 grams of golden caster sugar. At this point of the filming process, Amethyst abandoned me, so I had to make do by balancing my gorilla tripod off the handle of a cupboard. So I hope this viewpoint is all right. So at this point you can either use an electric mixer, which is much easier, but we don't have one, or hand whisk yourself. You'll know the mixture's ready when it's become really pale and about double its original volume. And another check is to give the whisk a wiggle over the top of the batter, and it should leave a mark for 1 to 2 seconds. And here comes my favourite part. Remember that bowl of melted butter and chocolate that you melted earlier and is now at room temperature? You're going to want to pour this into the eggy mixture, and then you're going to take a rubber spatula and you're going to make a figure 8, making sure that you're getting the chocolate from the underneath and from the sides, but most importantly you want to do this really gently so that you're not knocking too much air out that you've just whisked in. So be as slow and gentle as you like. I've sped this video up. I was actually doing this painfully slowly, but you're going to want to do this until the colours have all married in, so it's not looking marbly anymore. It should just be one solid colour. Yep, this is the right speed at which I was doing it, so very painfully. So next, grab your bowl of flour and cocoa powder, and you're going to want to re-sieve that into this mixture that you've just been stirring. And you can gently shake the sieve side to side and cover the whole top of the mixture evenly. Now pick up your rubber spatula again and start again with the figure 8 technique. Being really gentle, still don't want to knock out any air that we don't have to. It will look dry and a bit, yeah, just not very nice at first, but keep going. And stop just before you feel like you should. So obviously you want the floury sort of texture combined, but yeah, you don't want it to be looking smooth. And finally, you can stir in the white and milk chocolate chunks that you cut up earlier. And again, being super gentle not to knock any air out, but just try and make sure that they're sort of evenly distributed throughout the mixture. So this next part was not fun to try and film on my own. Pour the mixture into a baking tin. I lined mine with greaseproof paper just for ease. Just to give you a bit of a hand to get all of the mixture out, I would again turn to your rubber spatula just to make sure you can get all the mixture out of the bowl, and that's also really good to spread the mixture evenly over the top. And this is what it should look like before it goes in the oven. Oh, it's making me so hungry just looking at it. And now it's time to put it in the oven. I'd set your timer for 25 minutes. For me, it always takes 30. And here I am licking the bowl and spatula whilst I wait. And here it is, fresh out of the oven. Now you can leave it in the tin until it's completely cold. Before removing it, you need to leave it just so that it doesn't all fall to bits. So when I was comfortable that it was cool enough to move, I popped it onto a wire cooling rack just to be sure it was as cool as it could be. And now it's time to cut them. So you can either go for the traditional squares, but I chose to cut them into triangles just to make kind of more bite-sized brownies. This went terribly for me because for some reason I cut them on top of a plate, which wasn't big enough, so I'd recommend doing this on a big surface. Could have just done it on the side, but there you go, I decided to put a slanted plate underneath, so do as I say, not as I do.
Tastes creamier than last time. Right, should I cut the camera? Bye.
So we hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this recipe of chocolate brownies. We're going to go eat our dinner now and devour them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up and also to leave a comment below if you enjoyed it.
Yeah. And subscribe.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah.